the black church, and I guess he's talking about the black church in America, is 80% women. And he was talking about how men just aren't showing up in the church.
I need y'all to call me a YM, and that stands for young man.
Before we dive in, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You don't want to miss this one.
There is a black pastor by the name of Jamal Bryant that made a comment that the black church, and I guess he's talking about the black church in America, is 80% women. And he was talking about how men just aren't showing up in the church. Now, he said it's because the way the church is not really reaching the black men's needs, He even made a comment that in Islam, the church is attended by 80% black men. And I'm just like, I feel like he's intentionally leaving out a really, really important factor here. Black men ain't fucking with the church. Black men ain't fucking with the church. I used to go to church and I used to see how the pastors would always play on our emotions as women. And I say our emotions as women because before I became emotionally logical, I was operating totally in emotion. And so you had all these women would be in church, running their hand, crying and weeping, and their men would be sitting there looking at them like, is she serious? Like, it's not that serious. Like, oh my God, she's like literally crying and Men you're not manipulating them emotionally, and that's what they're doing in the church. So men today are not going to church because they see the manipulation. And I have 3 older brothers. One took his whole family out of church, and it wasn't even a black church. I have my other 2 brothers, they're just not going.
First off, I would like to give a round of applause to the woman. I would like to give that round of applause for the fact that she had the ability to wake up after years and years of programming to finally realize what the church in America, at least for the black people, specifically black women now that the black men have chosen to step out, what it's really about and what it's really for. And to be honest, it's not for your best interest at heart. With that being said, I don't want to get too scientific in this section or anything like that, but women are more emotional, and with their prefrontal cortex or frontal cortex, I'm not sure exactly, they're easily more programmable, and over time it's harder for them to break certain things. And I'm just glad this woman is able to do that and break the emotional connection that she has to the church, because that's all it is. It's just an emotional connection. It's not nothing of value and of substance. And that's why you see such a contrast in attendance between black men in the Christian church in America and the Islamic or Muslim churches. Because a man is going to see something that's actually going to benefit him in this world, right? When you take Christianity, in America at least, or what is become in America, because this version of Christianity isn't the original version, right? So when you take this version of Christianity and compare it to Islam or Muslim belief systems, the Muslim and Islamic belief system is something that you could actually and practically apply to your daily life to improve your life. Nothing in Christianity does that. Alright? Christianity simply says, believe in this person and you'll go to heaven. Right? And everything's okay. In Islam, you actually have to put in work. Fast. Dress a certain way. Ramadans. Just certain things. Live a certain way. Talk a certain way. You actually have to do things compared to Christianity. So as a man whose prefrontal cortex isn't easily as manipulated as a woman's, we're able to see that quicker and able to adjust much faster. Alright? So, hey man, if you haven't yet, please drop a comment down below. And if you do like it, please like and subscribe. Shout out to the YMs. We out.